So yeah, hello guys, welcome to my Photoshop tutorial. So today, basically what I'll be doing is I'll be showing you how I designed this minimalist invitation in Photoshop, and I'll try as much as possible to provide you with the resources that I use. You understand? So who knows, you might want to follow along. So and please care less about my language, because sometimes along the line I might actually like be saying my Yoruba dialect, which is because I'm in Nigerian too. I'm proud of that. So just careless about that. So just enjoy the tutorial. You understand? So without any further ado, let's get into Photoshop. So basically, if I'm working on a project like this, what I would need to do is what I actually do first is to set out my content. So what I'm working on, the text, everything I'm using. So I have some set here already. So you're going to be seeing it on my screen, which is this. So the first thing is I'll set my document size. So my document size is A5. So then I have my background, which is I've tried as much as possible to set out the color code. So you understand. So the next thing is I'm going into Photoshop. So I'll create my new. So creating new. So I have the preset set here already. So even if you don't have it set, you would have it in Photoshop, because there's a, what they call it, this open menu here. So they call it print. So all you need to do is click it. So then you see right there, you see A5, because I'm using A5 size. All I need to do is click my A5, then come to my preset details. So I'll just change this to invitation, but you can change it to anything. No, I'm typing small letter. I don't like it. So take that out. Invitation. Am I right? Yes. No, again. Invitation. So yeah, I think I'm right. So every other thing I might leave it as it is, because this measuring unit I actually don't care about it. So I'm not working in unit like that. So if you decide you want to, so you can just click this down, then change it to your own preferred measuring unit. So then I will have changed this color mode to CMYK, because I actually designed this for print purpose, but for the purpose of this tutorial, I'll just leave it at RGB. You understand? You grab. Okay, so I'll just leave it there like that. So the next thing is to click on create to create my document distance. So you understand? So now we have it created. So the next thing is I'll go to my content menu to see what next I'm doing. So which is BG for background. So I'm creating my background. So I can create it in diverse ways. So you can choose to do it any ways which you've known before. So at the end of the day, we are still going to get the same thing. You understand? So I'll just come to my solid, create a solid color. So the solid color can be anything so far as a solid color. So then I'll come to my FX. So come to gradient overlay. So I'm just trying to be as simple as possible. So I'll just come to my gradient, click to edit. So once it edits, so I have it set already. So I'll just come to this place, but I want to save this because I'm actually going to be using it for something. So I don't want to recreate it again, but I'll provide you with the color code. So I have it like that. So I'll come to this. So now for me to edit this, so actually if this is not what I'm going for, so I can just come here, or you want to dial in your own color code. So I'll just come here. So then dial in my color code right in there. So you understand? Are you getting it? So if you're not getting it, you're not getting it, but you must get it. You understand? So I'll just dial in the code right in there. So then I'll press OK. So once I'm done with that, so that's for the other one too. So I'll come here, dial in the code here the same way. So as it is now, I'm good with this. So I'll just press OK. So then this is in linear style, but I don't want linear style. I want radical style. You understand? So I'll just click it like that. Then I can drag this to set the gradient to my preferred location, the way I want it to look. You understand? So it will just be like that. So I like it like this. So then I'll press OK. So I think we are good with this like this. So now the next thing is I want to take out this down part. I'll have drawn a rectangle on it, but no, I don't want it like that. So I'll just come to this layer mask. Then I'll create a rectangle selection over it. I'll just use my eye to like gauge it where I want it to be, but I can adjust it later. So once I'm done like that, then I'll come to my eraser tool, which is right here. I can actually press E for it, you understand? Then so I'll make sure my opacity is at 100, flow is at 100. Then I will right click to see my size up. So the size is, although the size actually doesn't matter, you understand? It doesn't matter because it's just going to make it fast for me to clean it. So then crank my hardness to 100. So then I'll click Photoshop. Then all I'll do is I'll need to take out my cap lock to see the size of this thing. Sorry. So to see the size, so then I'll just click to take this out. So the next thing is I'll go to select to deselect. Okay, so I think I'm very okay with this background like this for now. So then I'll hold my space to bring this a little bit to the center because it's actually looking somehow to me. So once I'm there, then I'll come to my select to share. What is this? I actually don't know their name, so I'll just come here for you to see the name. So my move tools, yes. So now from there I'll go to my content, so to see the next thing I'm to do. So the next thing is to start bringing in my content. So I will just copy it. So copying it, so I'll come here, I would select my text to which is this T. So then I'll paste it right here. So I'll come to this character menu. So if you are not seeing this character docker, so all you need to do is come to window, then you can actually bring it up here. Where is it? Here it is. So you can actually bring it out. So I have it here already. So all I need to do is come here, then change my font style to Roboto, which is what I'm using. So then my move tools, come here, change it to white. So I'll change this regular to bold. So I think I'm very okay with it. Take this in back. So I'm very okay with this like this. So the next thing is to go to my content. So I'll come here. So I will copy this again. So I'll copy this. So I'll come to Photoshop. So instead of me going to my text tools all the time, so all I need to do is hold my Alt, then left click on the content to duplicate it. So I'll double click, then I'll right click to paste. So there I have it, bam. So the next thing is to know my font style for this. I think I use attack, not I think, yes, I use attack. I think, sorry, no, I use attack. So I'll just come here, then I think it's there. So I'm not thinking it's there already. So I'll just click on attack. So the next thing is I'll go to my content menu to copy my color code so I can dial it in. So to have the exact this thing. So copy, come to Photoshop to color here the same way you can change your gradient map, gradient color this thing. Am I saying gradient map? Sorry. So you can just put it there and paste it there. So you have the exact color that I'm using. So I think it's okay like this. Do I want to take it up? Yes, I want to take it up a little bit. So I think it's okay like that, you understand. So I think I have that. So the next thing is to create the invitees text box. So where my client is going to write their invitees name. So I'll come here, change the fill to white. So I'll take out the stroke color. So that's just that. So I'll come to my move tools. So I will. So to now, the next thing I want to do is I want to achieve this rounded edge corner. So like it's going to be round. You understand? So it's going to be round. I want the edge to be turned. You understand? So I'll just come here, take it down like that. So just like that is as simple as that. Are you like, is it that simple? Yes, it's that simple. You understand? So then I'll zoom in. So then I'll come to my rectangle tools again to create the smaller version of it. Yeah, you understand? The smaller version. So then the next thing is the smaller version. Yeah, the smaller version. The next thing is I'll go to my move tools. So then I'll come here the same way, turn it again. So you know, previously I saved a gradient stuff there when I first started this tutorial. So I'll go back to my FX, then the gradient overlay. So the same thing. So it's actually going to apply the previous one. So I don't want that. So I want the one I saved previously. So I'll just come down here, click it. So like that. So I'll click OK. So now this style, I don't like it. So what I want to use is linear. So I'll just come here, click on this linear style. Then I'll change it to linear style. No, just forgive me for all this linear, all this out of content stuff that I'm talking about. So I'll just do it like that. Then I'll press OK. Yes, I think I'm okay with it. So, but it's actually looking too big. So I'll just take it down a little bit. So then pull it out a little bit. Yes. So I will like that. So now the next thing is I want to write my text in here, so I can actually bring this down here. So the same way, so I can double click to edit to the, so let's just bring it out like that. So this is at the bottom, so I'll take it up, I'll take it up, I'll take it up. So I'll just take it up like that. So I'll change the color to black. Yes, so I'll zoom in. So I'm going to actually go to my character menu. So I'll change this to 6 thereabout. No, it's going up again. I don't know why my Photoshop keep doing stuff like this. So I'll just change it. No, 6. Let's go with 6. Yes. No. Is it too small? It's not too small. It's too small. So let's do it. Yes, so let's do it. Yep. So the next thing is I want to punch out this part, this side like this a little bit. So all I need to do is create my rectangle object, then hold my control and click on this layer thumbnail. Once I click on it, so automatically Photoshop is going to select it. So once selected, I'll come to my select, modify, then I'll come to expand. So I'll come to expand. So actually I'm going to be expanding it by 5, but depending on what you're working on, you can decide to dial in your own number. So I'll just, so it's 5 already, so I'll just press OK. Yeah, just OK. So now once I'm done with that, then I'll come to this other rectangle, then click it. So I'll just come here. So I'll just come to my layer mask icon, then add layer mask. So basically what it's going to do is going to cut out the big part, yes, which is what I know it's going to do. So then I'll come to my layer mask, then I'll press Ctrl I on my keyboard to invert it. So bam, we have it like that. So I think we are good. So before I forget, so one thing I always like to do is I always like to lock my background. So I'll just click my background, then open this, unlock this. So click it with my background, then group them together. So once I click the two, then I just click my group icon, or I can press Ctrl G on my keyboard. So now once I have it grouped, then I can lock it, then I'll rename it. Though I actually don't rename my layer like that if I'm working, because I'm kind of disorganized, but for the purpose of this tutorial and good practice as a designer, so I'm going to double click, then name it BG, which is my background, then lock it, because I always like to drag at the center like this if I'm working, you understand? So for me to avoid disorganizing my workspace, you understand? So I'll just bring it and set it to the center, try to align it, so like that. So I think I'm good with this for now. So because actually as I'm working, then I'll start noticing, okay, this thing is not aligned, it's not aligned like that. So then I'll start putting everything together, like together, you understand? Yeah, like together. So the next thing is to go to my content menu. So actually I use shortcut there, so just try to navigate anyhow you like it, you understand? So I'll just click it like this. Yes, then copy. So then I'm using font Roboto Bold. So the same step, I'm going to come to my Photoshop. So then hold Alt, then drag it down, then double click to edit, then right click, paste. So you understand? So it's going to be in small letters. So all I need to do is come to my character menu, click this to set it to all cap, then put it at the middle, center, then I'll take it up a little bit. Yeah, it's not too much. Yes, I'll take it up a little bit. Yes. So you understand? So the next thing is me going back to my content menu. So right there, so I'll just come here. So then I will click on the next thing. I will further copy it. Copy. So I'll come to my Photoshop, then the same thing. So I will create it like that, then paste. So now all I need to do is just change the settings to something like that. Is it too small? Yes. So I'll take it to 8. So I'll bring it right there. So I will take it from bold to regular. I don't want it coming out like that, punchy like that. Then I'll increase my canning, take it up. So I'll just bring it to the center like this. So I can just click the two together, then align them to the center. So I think bam, we're done with this. So now that we are done with this, so I think we are good. So I'm good. Yes, I like it like this. So the next thing is to work on the name. So I'll actually take this in. So I'll split it right there in Photoshop. You understand? So the same thing, I'll just come down here. So edit it. So the reason why I'm doing this is actually instead of me going to text tools all the time, so I'll just duplicate it, then edit it. So now I've done the wrong thing. So I'll come to my content menu. So copy it again. So I'll just paste. Yes. So now I'll take this down. Yeah, 1 and 2. So all I want to do is take out some parts. So just delete this. So activate it. So come here. Take this out. Take this out. So the next one is sorry. So take it out like that. So I have them split it into 3 parts. So this, I don't want it to be in all caps, so I'll take it out like that. Although I'm still going to change the size. So for these 2, I'm actually going to take them out of all cap too. So I'll take it up a little bit. So now that I have it up like this, I'll bring it like this. Then I'll change my font style to, I think I use boiling. I use boiling demo. Like that. I like this font so much because it's actually making the design to be punchy and it's coming out. So now I have it like this. Then yes, I'll bring it up like that. Yes, so I'll bring it up like that. So I think I will. So now the next thing is I'm going to change this pastel font style to the Jacqueline. Yes, I think I use the Jacqueline. Regular. So I use the Jacqueline regular. So I'm going to take it up a little bit. Yes. So I'll take it up like this. Yes, I think, yes, I'm good with that. So I'll bring it up above all the text, other text layer like that. So that's it. So the next thing is I would bring in my gold plate. So I'll go to my content folder. So I'll drag this into Photoshop like that. So I'll drag it in like that. So it will take time for it to drop. So I'll just reduce it a little bit. So yes. So then I'll activate it. Click the check mark. So I hold my Alt. So that I can power clip it. I can create a clipping mask. So I'm not using CorelDRAW, sorry. So I can create a clipping mask. So like that. So yes. So that's how I create this. So I can actually click it and drag it to how I like it. So yes, I think I like it like this. Yes, I like it like that. So the same thing is I'm going to create a copy of this. Then I'll bring it above this Bamidele, the name Bamidele. So then the next thing is I'll do the same thing by holding my Alt, creating a clipping mask the same way I did that there. So I'll do it like that. So now what I'm thinking of is I want this Bamidele to be a little bit bolder than the Elijah. So I'll just bring it up a little bit. Yes. So I'll just bring it up a little bit. So then I'll press OK. So then take this up a little bit. Yep. So then I'll click them to bring them a little bit like this. Okay, so now the pasta is getting too close. Yes, so think brown. So we have that set already. So with this, I think we are good. So the next thing is I'm bringing in my details, the event details. So I'll go to my content menu. So the next thing is I'll bring in my dates. So copy. Yes, copy. So I'll come to my Photoshop. So I'll come to Photoshop. Actually, I'm not the owner of Photoshop. You understand? It's for Adobe. So this thing I'm using. So you understand? So I'll just paste it there like that. So pasting it there like that. So I'll need to duplicate it into three parts the same way I did the name. Okay. So I'll just start editing it, taking them out one by one. So okay. So yes. So I'll just take this out so you understand. Bam, okay. So now the same thing. Yes, take it out. So now I'll take this up. So I don't want it bold. I don't want it bold. So I'll change it to regular. So then this to regular. I don't want it like that. So you understand. So I'll take it down. Yes. So I'll take it down like that. You know what? I'm feeling like it's getting boring, so I feel like I should like future one music artist as I'm working because it's kind of boring. So to bring life to it, so I feel like I'll be featuring Mercy Chinwo in this design. So just enjoy your music. So because I'm actually going to be playing one of his music, you understand? So just try to enjoy it, you understand? So enjoy it. So bam. So it's playing now. So yes. Yeah, like that. Okay. Okay. So yes. So I will take this. Yes. Yes. I'll take it like that. So let me look at it. Okay, it's too small. Oh, so for it, sorry. So actually, I'm supposed to like take this and lock them up. So I'll just group them. So clicking them, I'll group them. So I'll just put it as details. So I'll just lock it. So oh, I forgot I'm supposed to create. Okay, I forgot a line. There's a line there. So I'm just going to create it like that. So I click on my pen tool. So create a note. So let me take it back. So actually I've forgotten I'm supposed to like create a line there. So I'll just click on my pen tool, come here, then yes. So I think it's okay like that. So I'll come to my width, the stroke width. I'll put it at 2. So then the color I'll change it to white. So then I'll go back to my pencil. So I'll just adjust it. So actually I'm still going to align it later. So I'll just leave it like this for now. So I'll put this right here. So the next thing is my time. So I'll just duplicate this like this. So I think it's 10. Oh, 10. Okay. So now, so I'll just type this in like that. So I'll have prompt. Just zoom in. So I'll write type in prompt. Yes, so like that. So I'll just I'll take this out a little bit. So yeah, this I'll bring it down. Okay. So I'll try to fit this underneath this, so you understand. So I'll just do like this. No, it's too much. I actually want to say too much because right in Nigeria we speak pidgin. You understand? So it's too much. It's too much. You So let's take it up like that. Yep. Yeah, I think it's okay like this. So yes. It's too small. Yeah. Okay. I think it's okay like that. So I'll just manage it for the sake of I'll just click it. Yeah. align it so it moves. Yes, so I just need to take this up a little bit. So I'll bring it down. I'll bring it down. I'll bring it down. Yep. So I think yes, I'll go with it like this. So basically, you can just decide to take your time to align it very well. So that's the next one. So the next one is the address, the location. Okay. So now come here. So now the next thing is I'll come to where. So right here. So yeah, where I want to copy. So I'll copy it right here. So yes, that's just it. So then the next thing is to come here. Then paste it. So just take it down a little bit. So let's go to 6 there about. Oh wow, it's too small. Okay, I don't know why this wall is just go from down, up, down. I don't know. So I just take this down. So I don't want to remember regular. Let's go to regular. And then I'll take this down to 6. Yes. Yes, 6 is 6, not too much. Yeah, let's do it. No. Let's do 7. Yes, so I'll take this out. Yes, let's do 7. So basically, so we have it like this. Yep. So I'll have it like this. Yes. I'll just try to align them. Yes, something like that. Is it not too? Yeah. It's too spacious. Okay. So now it's right in between. So I'll just click my pen tool. So yes, like that. So basically, I'll change the color. So now the stroke width, I'll leave it at 1 because I don't want it to have the same thickness as this. So just to create some kind of contrast in between them. So you understand? So I'll just zoom in so I can duplicate this. And just carefully, I'll zoom in more. Yes, so I just carefully set this like that. So okay. So although it's actually not aligning the way I want it to, but I'll just leave it like this for now. Then try to put this at the middle. So I just leave it like this for now. So I'll do the finishing alignment once I'm done. So yes, like that. So now I think we're done with the content. So now the next thing I want to do is to put my client image. So I'll just come to my Eclipse tools. So then I hold my shift. So to have a perfect circle. So I hold my shift, then come to the fill, change it to white. Yes. So come to the stroke. Take out the stroke. Yeah. So sorry. So I'll put this, try to align it to the middle. Okay. So I'll try to align it to the middle. Yep. Yeah, I think we're good. So I'll take it up a little bit by holding my Alt. Yes. So I'll take it up a little bit. Yes. Then I'll like that. So I have it like that. So then I'll duplicate this. Yes. So once I duplicate it, then I'll take this. Take one down by holding Alt. So yes, so like that. The next thing is I want to bring in my gold plate again. So this, so gold background. So I call it gold plate. So just feel free to call it anything you like. So then the same thing, I'll create a clipping mask. So put it in. So yes, I think I have it like that. So I'll take it down a little bit. So yes. I think it's nice like that. So I'll come to my Eclipse. So come to my effect menu. Come to drop shadow. So okay, yes, I have it set there already. So once I have it there like this, so you can just, the way I did this is, okay, let me reset it back to default. So take it out. So what I did actually is come to normal, then change this color to white. So from white, then I'll take the opacity up, then put the distance a little bit. I just need to bring this out to see how the shadows are applying, affecting the object. You understand? So I'll take this up, then take the size up a little bit. So then just to set it. Yes. So I'm following this because this is actually white and the background is white, so it is very, very hard for me to see. So then I'll take the size up a little bit. So what I actually would do next is to add multiple. So you might actually not see it like this, so I'll need to delete it. So delete that. So I need to delete. Okay, now I'm creating more. So I'll just need to delete it like that. So what you need to do is create multiple of this. So you press this. So to create multiple shadows. So now I can edit this to another color effect. So I'll actually come here to sample this. So then take it down a little bit. Yes, something like that. So then have the size come up a little bit. Then I'll take the spread out. So then bring it out like this. So I'll bring it out like that. So you understand? So then I'll take the size up a little bit. So take the size up a little bit. So then opacity, I'll reduce it a little bit. Yep. So that's how I achieve. That's how I. Oh, what do I want to say? So that's how I achieve that. So you understand? That's how I achieve that. So that's it. So I'll be like that. So that's just that. So I think I'm done with this. So I have it like this. I'm done. So I think I feel like I want to move it up a little bit. So yes, I think it's okay like that. So then the next thing is I'm bringing my client image. So I have the image like this. So bringing it in like that. So I've actually traced it in Photoshop, so you can check out how to trace image in Photoshop. So there are many tutorials on that. So now actually bringing in the photo right here in Photoshop, I noticed that the photo quality is actually too low. So which is like I have little of what I can do to that, you understand? So I'll just leave it like that, but I actually don't like the way they are, like the style of the image. So I would actually need to like split them into two and actually put them the way I like it, feel like okay, I want it to be. So I'll just cut it like this from the edge like that. You understand? So I'll take it out like that. So I'll just do it like this. No. Yes, like that. So I'll do it like that. So then I'll come to this, and I'll create a layer mask. So they take that out. You'll be like, wow, where's the other one? So don't worry. So I'll duplicate this. So duplicate it. So now I'll come to this layer mask. Then I will invert the selection. So you will see. So I have them separate now. You understand? So what I'll do is I'll convert this to smart object. Then I'll rasterize it. Yes. So the same thing to this. So convert it to smart object. Rasterize layer. Where is it? Okay, yeah. So I'll rasterize it. So the next thing is I'll press Ctrl T on my keyboard to transform it. Then I'll flip it horizontally. So yes, I have it like that. Then I'll bring this up. I want this to be at the top. So I'll turn it a little bit. Yes, like this. Yes, like that. So turn it like that. So I would have it like that. So it's like maybe the person who give them this image actually. So yes, I'll crowd it down a little bit like that. So then I will try to set it. So now once I'm good with that, I will group them, then convert them into smart object. So I'll press Ctrl T again on my keyboard to transform them, flip it horizontally. So yes, I think I'm good with it. I like it like this. So I'll just put it like that. So the next thing is I want to cut out this bottom part. So all I need to do is come to my shape. So then Ctrl click on the thumbnail, layer thumbnail. So it's going to create a selection like we did earlier. So then I'll come to my layer mask. So once I come to my layer mask, I'll create, no, I'm supposed to be on this image before I create the layer mask. So then I'll create the layer mask. So automatically it's going to take it out like that. So which is what I want. So the next thing is I'll click my image, then go to filter. So then I'll go to camera raw filter. So like that. So just to add a little bit spice to the image to see how we can just bring it to life a little bit, because there's little to what I can do to this image. Now zoom it in to see what I can do. So what do I want to do? Okay, yes. So I'll just take the black down a little bit. So the white. So bring it up a little bit. Let's see what we can do to it. So I'll bring the texture up. No. Actually, I'm supposed to do this separately. Yes, because their skin tone is kind of different. But now to have them together, I have no choice. So I'll just leave it like that. So for the purpose of this tutorial is just to show you how I design the distance. So maybe next time I will show you how I would have done this separately. So but the tutorial is getting longer than I expected, so I'll just do this. So I would do this. So I'll actually speed this up so you understand. I think it's very okay like this. So the next thing is I'll put in my last text right underneath. So I'll come to this, I'll take this and I'll put it as this, then I'll type in the congratulation. Yeah, I think I'm right. Sometimes I spell wrongly. Congratulations. Yeah, I'm right. Put it underneath. So from there like that. So I'll just come here. So I would set the font size. Actually, the font size actually doesn't matter now because I'm still going to change the font. I'm actually supposed to change the font first. So that I'll come to this place. So I'll come to auto signature. So I'll just have it underneath it like this. So I might want to go for this decor. Yes. So I think I'm right. Yes. So now that I'm done with my setup like this, so the next thing is once I know that there's nothing I want to do again, there's no editing I want to do, there's no adjustment I want to do. So now, though this is the best way I found to do this, but if you have any other way you think I can do it, okay, no, wow, I've forgotten one last part I should have done. So there's something I would want to do right here. So I want to put a gold plate here somewhere beneath it. So I'll come here, click my background, then I'll come to my box tool, so rectangle tools rather. So I'll create it right there. So the color actually doesn't matter, so I'll just leave the color like that. Then I'll go to my content folder, then I'll drag in this. So I'll increase the size like this. Yes, just to add a little bit touch. So I would create a clipping mask like that. Yep. So yeah, I think I'll just look for a perfect this thing. Yes. So I think we are good like that. Yes. So that's just it. So that's it. So what next? So this is kind of too small. Yes. So now that I'm done like this, so I would actually put this in the BG folder. So just to log it like that. So I will open it. So I want to take out this rectangle. So like sometimes you get it like this. No, this is not what I want to do. So yes, I'm on the wrong. Yeah, so I will take it out. So I think I'm good with that. So now that I'm done with the arrangement of what I want to do, so this is basically what I want to do now. So now the next thing is I want to start aligning my document. So I don't know if you found any other way to do this, but right in Photoshop is kind of very hard for me to align stuffs very well. So all I'll do is once I know there's nothing I want to do again, I would start grouping them. So here is my image group. So image, image, image. So now I'll try to make sure I'm not holding any other stuff together with it. Then I'll convert it to smart object. So just to have it be like that. So the next thing is the text like this. So for me to have smooth, for me to be able to like align it very well, so I will group it. So then I will say date, start naming my, no, I've pressed something else. So I will say date. So I would have it like that. So I would say, take it back to this. So I would say group. So I would say time. So then this is just one distance. So there is no need for me to like start to convert it to smart object. So now then I'll come to time. I'll convert this to smart object. Time. I'll come to date, convert it to smart object. So now you see the reason why I have to do that. So now if I want to align this now, it will be very, very easy for me to like space them evenly. Then I would group them, name it details. So now once I'm done, then I'll convert it to smart object again. So now once I convert it to smart object, so now this is one now. So then I'll be able to like align it the way I want it to be. So now the next thing is I'll come to the send for this is not what I want to do now. The details from the details. So I have two details now. So now this I'll convert it to smart object 2. So now I will need to unlock it. So convert it to smart object 2. So now that's basically what I'm doing. So I'm going to actually speed this up now. So you've seen. So I'll just do that. So I'll speed it up. So yeah, that's just it. So I think I'm done with the design. So the next thing I'll do is, so basically for my, if I'm posting it on social media, I'll just merge everything together, then convert it to smart objects and add a little bit of noise. So just to create a little bit of cinematic effect on it, you will see. So it's adding a little bit of some nice effect to it. So I'll just leave it like that. So I think I'm done with this design.